we approach Halloween, one of the scariest days of the year, many people are now facing added fears that some of our favorite traditions might put us at greater risk for COVID-19. Hi, I'm Eric Hamilton, a science writer at UW-Madison. And this week on Badger Talks, we're talking about Halloween safety with Malia Jones, an epidemiologist at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Malia, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me back.
So Malia, as an epidemiologist, what scares you the most about our traditional Halloween activities?
Well, I think for once, epidemiologists have some fairly good news. A lot of the Halloween traditional activities are fairly easy to adapt to the new world of living with COVID-19, but a few of them are really scary. And those include the kind of indoor Halloween parties that adults and especially young adults like to engage in. And so we don't want to see people in indoor crowded environments for a long period of time partying.
Okay, so it sounds like being outside is a good thing. And I know that makes a lot of us think about trick-or-treating, which is outside. So is that something that we can do safely with modifications if need be?
Yeah, I think trick or treat is pretty easy to adapt to COVID-19 safety. And the things that we need to think about as we try to do that are to try to keep our distance from the kids and have the kids keep their distance from one another. And then have everybody wearing masks. The other elements of COVID safety, trick or treat is typically outdoors and the interactions are pretty brief. And so I think those elements are actually pretty easy to adapt. And so is wearing a mask because of course, Halloween is a big mask holiday. So I think it's a great year to dress up as a surgeon or a superhero with a mask, as long as the mask covers your nose and mouth and not just your eyes like some superhero costumes do.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there something that we need to change about how we actually pass out candy to the kids who stop by our house?
Yeah, I would really like to see people avoiding your traditional face-to-face, kid comes up and rings your doorbell trick or treat. I think if people can be handing out treats while they stand outside the whole time, that will speed things up, reduce the amount of time you're in contact with the kids, and also you'll be outside, so there's just more airflow. And then in addition, I would really encourage people to, at a minimum, use grabbers or tongs to hand the treats out. And the CDC is recommending you get a little more creative and, for example, put together grab and go treat bags and put them on a table while you stand a safe distance away and greet your neighbors. Or get even more creative and come up with some kind of other no contact treat delivery system.
Well, it's a good holiday for creativity, so that's good.
Yeah, I hope to see really creative solutions.
Yeah, absolutely. You mentioned that there's a problem with crowded indoor parties. So is there some replacement that adults could participate in this year?
Well, a lot of the other traditional things that we do on Halloween, like visiting corn mazes, going to a bonfire, going to a pumpkin patch, can be done pretty safely because they are outside. It's possible to wear a mask and it's possible to do those things while you're socially distancing from other groups. So I would encourage people to just try and shift their activities to outside, cut the invitation list down to just a bare minimum of people and keep a safe distance from other people while you're there. And then of course, also wear a mask while you're there.
Great. So given all of that, what are you dressing up as this year?
I am going to get very creative with no contact treat delivery. I'm going to dress as a pageant queen. I'm going to stand on a float in my front yard and toss candy to the kids as they go past.
Well, I hope you have a fun, safe, and spooky Halloween, Malia. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
If you have questions, comments, or suggestions for us, you can email us at covid19update@uc.wisc.edu. And for more information, you can visit covid19.impact.wisc.edu. This is Badger Talks.